Hello everyone, my name is Mubeen Teaching Wala. I belong to Turbat Balochistan and I am a level 1 student at Rehan College. Welcome to another exciting and informative talk with ChatGPT session. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, the power of networking, building meaningful connections. Networking is not simply about meeting many people or collecting contacts. It is about building genuine relationships, sharing knowledge, supporting one another, learning from different experiences and creating meaningful opportunities. In this conversation, I will ask ChatGPT some interesting questions to understand why networking is important, how we can build a strong relationships, how communication and trust play a role in networking, and how meaningful connections can support our personal, educational, and professional growth. So let's begin this valuable conversation with ChatGPT and discover the real power of meaningful connection. So my first question is to ChatGPT: what is networking and why is it important in our lives?
Yeah, great starting point. Networking is the process of creating and nurturing relationships with people who can share advice, opportunities, or support. It's really about trust and mutual value. And why it matters? Well, think of it like planting seeds. You might not need the tree right now, but over time, those connections can grow into new career paths, collaborations, or simply friendships that keep you from feeling alone. And, it's not just professional. Strong personal connections improve mental well being, build confidence, and give you perspective. Basically, it's about people helping people, not just contacts on a screen.
What is the difference between networking and simply meeting new people?
Hmm, good question. Meeting is just an encounter, like talking for a few minutes at a cafe. Networking, though, means you connect with some kind of intention. Maybe you want to learn from them, or stay in touch, or someday collaborate.
Why are
Contacts
meaningful connections more valuable than having a large number of contacts?
because meaningful connections give you depth instead of just numbers. If you have someone who actually knows your strengths and trusts you, they can open doors that random contacts can't. A big list might look good, but without trust or shared value, it's pretty hollow. Meanwhile, even a handful of solid relationships can give you honest feedback, emotional support, and real collaboration when you need it. In short, quality beats quantity every time.
How can networking help students in their education and personal growth?
For students, networking can unlock mentors, internships, study groups, and even scholarships. When you talk with teachers, professionals, or even peers, you get insights that don't always show up in class, like real talk about career paths or how to handle setbacks. On the personal side, it builds confidence and communication skills. You learn to listen better, to express your ideas, and to handle disagreements respectfully. Over time, those soft skills shape you into someone who others want to work with, not just someone with a long list of contacts.
How can networking create new learning and career opportunities?
Well, here's the magic. When you connect with people beyond your immediate circle, you hear about workshops, online courses, training programs, or job openings that never get posted publicly. A mentor might recommend you, or a classmate might invite you to join a project where you pick up a new skill. Over time, those little doorways add up, and suddenly you've built a path you didn't even know existed. It's less about chasing opportunities and more about being visible and ready when they appear. And the bonus is you usually grow personally too, more resilient, more curious, and better at handling people, which honestly is a career skill in itself.
What qualities will help us build a strong and meaningful relationships?
I think the core ones are honesty, consistency, and listening. Add a little generosity, like sharing opportunities or helping without keeping score. And don't underestimate respect. People remember how you make them feel. Being reliable, following through, and admitting mistakes without excuses. If those sound simple, they are, but they're also rare. And that's why they stand out. And hey, you don't need to be perfect, just consistent.
How important are communication skills when building professional connections?
Crucial. But without clear communication, your ideas, your strengths, and even your goodwill can get lost. And it's not about big speeches. Small things matter more. Asking good questions, listening without rushing to reply, summarizing back what you heard so people feel understood. When you combine those with respect and follow through, people trust you faster. And that trust is the glue that keeps professional relationships solid over the long run.
How can we start a conversation with someone we have never met before?
The easiest way is to notice something genuine about the moment, like comment on the setting. If you're at a conference, mention the talk you both just got out of. Or if it's online, reply to something specific they said with a curious follow up like, that part about X interested me. How did you get into that? Keep it short, warm, and sincere. You don't need a perfect opener, just something human and specific. And if they engage, nice. Follow their lead and let the conversation find its rhythm.
What role does trust play in building long-term connection?
Trust is the foundation. Without it, connections stay surface level. People hesitate, share opportunities, or tell the truth. With trust, though, you can take risks together, ask for help without shame, and be honest about limits. That kind of reliability keeps relationships alive through rough patches. And weirdly, showing vulnerability, like admitting, I don't know, can deepen trust faster than pretending to be invincible. Long term connections thrive when both sides feel safe enough to be real. That's when networking stops feeling transactional and starts feeling like genuine partnership.
How can we network effectively without feeling shy or nervous?
Start small and start where you feel safe. Maybe begin online by reacting to posts with thoughtful, not flashy comments. Then move to short one on one chats rather than big, intimidating groups. Prepare two or three go to questions you can always ask, like, how did you get into this field? Or what's something you're learning right now? uh, it takes the pressure off of performing and puts it on simply being curious.
What
And remember, yeah. Mo-
what mistake should people avoid when trying to build a professional network?
Biggest mistake? Treating networking like collecting business cards or only reaching out when you need something. People can sense that a mile away. Instead, show up consistently, offer help when you can, and stay curious about others, even when there's nothing in it immediately. Um, don't overcommit. Say yes only when you can follow through. Reliability beats enthusiasm without follow through every single time.
What is your final advice for someone who wants to build meaningful and lasting connection?
Start small, be consistent, and lead with curiosity instead of desperation. Share a little of yourself, listen more than you speak, and choose quality of connection over quantity. Trust grows slowly, but it lasts a long time. So be patient with yourself and with others. That's the real long game.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT, for this valuable and informative conversation. Today, we learned that networking is not simply about collecting contacts and or meeting as many people as possible. True networking is about building genuine relationships based on trust, respect, communication, learning, and mutual support. We also learned that meaningful connection can help us discover new ideas, learn from others, find opportunities, improve our communication skill, and grow both personally and professionally. The key lesson is simple: build relationships, not just contacts, give value, stay genuine, and keep your connection meaningful. I hope this conversation inspire you to communicate with confidence, meet new people, learn from others, and build a strong relationships that can make a positive difference in your journey. Once again, thank you for watching this talk with ChatGPT session. This is Mubeen Teaching Wala from Turbat, Balchistan, and I am a level 1 student at Rehan College. Keep learning, keep connecting, keep helping others, and keep building meaningful relationships. Allah Hafiz, and see you in the next talk with ChatGPT session.
Allah Hafiz.